feet is doing lots of this. See, I isolate the hindquarters from the front, and then I try to isolate the front quarters from behind, and then I'll get him soft, ask him to back up. I'll get him forward, soft, and back up. And I'll give him a break for a second, and we'll go on. But he needs to know that everything he just did just right there was adequate. It could be way better, but it was adequate, and I was happy with the way he was trying, so he gets a little break from that. I'm going to do these little trot poles. I kind of took him around the other day. It's just something to do. Give him a little job. I'll walk him first. And he was pretty good with him the other day. Just stepped right over him. This backside of the arena, those cedar, those dead trees on the other side of the fence, they scare him. There's just things he's got to get used to, but he seems to get better. I'll take him around this one at a walk and the other one at a walk, and then I'll trot him across. At those trees, so it gives me an opportunity, and I'll just back and forth and change eyes on him. So he's picking it up out of both eyes. I hear it walk him back around. More coming around here, so he won't. I do. If I'm doing, I'm kind of bending him and rolling him back. The very same thing. So I'm utilizing that maneuver that I've been working on to kind of something else. So I showed him to it on both sides. So I'd like him to trot without jumping up in the front end. I won't make a whole big deal out of it, but I don't like that. He should be pushing from the hind end, and what he's doing is his hind end's strung out behind him, so he has to jump up and kind of get going, and pretty soon that becomes habit, and that's what they'll do. I'd rather have a nice smooth. There, that was a good one. That was a good one. And I don't want him to go any faster than this. Try to be on a loose rein. I'm kind of cognizant over here because come on. Good. Not trying to go any faster, which is good. If he is, I'll shut him down and start again. Good. Every chance I stop this horse, I like to teeter him back. Every chance. That was very good. He stopped pretty good. That wasn't a bad little deal. I'm going to give him a little bit of a momentary time just to kind of soak that in. Then I'll go the other way. And I'm always checking on this softness. Right there, that's soft. So I'm just going to use those maneuvers that I just showed you, and on the other video as well. I'm going to back him, step that front across, back, step the front across. See how he got watered up? So I'll just back him straight. I'll go forward. I got to get him softer than that. There. I'm going to release. So you see how it was okay, then it got worse and worse and worse. So I aborted, and then I just start over. And then I try to get out before he gets worse. It's all about timing. I try to get out before he gets like there. Get out there while it's going good. In other words, you want to get out while you're a winner. You don't get out after his mouth is gaped open and he's just stuck. Because then you're basically telling him, boy, that was good. I like the way you do that. And that's exactly the opposite. I want him soft. I want those feet to come loose like that. Okay, so now we're going on these trot poles. I'm going to go ahead and get it. And again, I try to keep it on a loose rein so that he trots and he rates at the speed that I'm riding. And if he goes any faster, I'm going to back him off. I want him to trot with the same energy that I'm riding. And he tends to want to just get ahead of me and just kind of take over. And that's okay. I just kind of check back and tell him he can't do that. So we'll just stop here. There he goes, that hop. So I'm just going to stop him, back him up, and start over. That was better. Now I'm trying to sit this trot because he's got a nice little trot. A little bit stiff. See how he's leaning in, see? So I just got to abort and say, get over there, then I release. And then I just continue on. Start over. There, that was good. Come across here. That was good. So then I'll let him ease down. See, I just quit riding. He's still there. Every time he responds back to me, I get off of him. In other words, I release for that. He's still fairly heavy there, but he was trying to get light and come back to me. In other words, he was trying to feel back to me. So I got to reward that. And that'll just get better and better if it's done consistently each time. This horse could get soft, and in this snaffle bit he could. Hey, that's good. I just got to keep those feet broke loose and release for every try, every step. See, he's not there. Is resistance there. You watch his head, his mouth will come open, but now his feet came loose. That was good. There. That's pretty much it. I could take him at a little canter, but he gets really, really heavy on the canter. Back to the trot. See, he doesn't have an inclination to want to rate back with me. He just kind of wants to go. He thinks once you turn him loose and go, then he's supposed to go, and that he'll take over. He just doesn't know any better. That's just the way he's been ridden, and so he just does it. But the idea is I want us to do it together. So I keep checking back in and say, hey, bud, I'm up here. So if I can get him at really soft at the walk and the trot, any horse, then the lope or the canter kind of will be the same. But if they're not soft enough at the walk and the trot, and then you ask for that lope, they're just going to get heavier and heavier. And that's kind of how he is. But he wasn't bad there on that, but he's pretty responsive when he's able to think things through at a slower gait. And that's just pretty much it. It'd be interesting to compare the two videos. I feel he's made a lot of progress. Got a lot to go, but he's done well. Okay, I did want to do some gait work with these horses and show you how I'd approach them to the gate. Neither one of these horses did real well on the gate. I'm sure they're familiar with going through gates, but they were just a little pushy. And then at the same time, they were a little bit afraid of noises and stuff in the gate. So I break it down into quite a few little parts. But I'm going to approach this gate with this horse, and he's gotten better. I'll just stop right there. And the thing is, I don't want him to anticipate going through, and all horses will in the beginning. They either anticipate going through, or they're just afraid to get here because there's the noise. So I make sure that that's not going to affect them, because I've got to lean over a little bit, and I'm off balance.